Yahoo Fantasy Basketball is back. Let's get you ready for your Roto Leagues next on Beat the Odds. Don't go anywhere. Hello sports fans and welcome to another episode of Beat the Odds. I've got my top 100 players to draft as well as draft strategy to get you to the top of your league. If you like the sound of that, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that way you don't miss an episode. I will be posting valuable fantasy basketball content all season long. I will also be doing a special draft day live stream on Thursday, August 22nd, starting at 8:45 in the morning to give you a first look at all the new changes to Yahoo Fantasy Basketball this season. You don't want to miss it. Also, keep an eye on the channel as I will be posting lots of draft and player analysis prior to the start of the season. Now, before I dive in, it's important for you to know my strategy going into my basketball drafts. In Roto Leagues, we need to focus on counting stats, but efficiency and turnovers cannot be ignored. I prioritize players who play big roles, but are also good shooters and good at handling the rock. Now let's get this started with Onyeka Okongwu, Tyler Hero, Clint Capella, Kobe White, Mikal Bridges, Chris Middleton, Robert Williams III, Klay Thompson, Zion Williamson, and Draymond Green. Onyeka Okongwu makes the list simply because he's an efficient scorer and capable defender. He won't win you a league if you pick him up. Time Lord couldn't be ignored in this format. Zion takes a huge dip because of his lack of stocks, high turnovers, and poor free throw percentage. Hero might be my target in this group as he does enough at a decent rate to make an impact on season totals. Moving on to the 9th round, we have Dante DiVincenzo, Austin Reeves, Zach LaVine, OG Anunoby, Anthony Simons, Jaylen Brown, Jakob Poeltl, Ivica Zubac, Colin Sexton, and Jabari Smith Jr. Dante won't likely see the usage that he saw to close out the season now that the team is healthy and retooled. OG Anunoby feels like a better bet here. Jaylen Brown misses a lot of free throws and that could really tank your team if you don't have a bunch of great free throw shooters. Sexton should be the second scoring option on this team, but he could see less touches if Keyonte George officially breaks out. Round 8 gives us Trey Murphy III, Tyus Jones, John Collins, Devin Vassell, Brandon Ingram, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Isaiah Hartenstein, Pascal Siakam, Mike Conley, and Al Horford. With the team picking up DeJounte Murray and having to manage CJ, Zion, and Brandon Ingram and find minutes for Herbert Jones, it might be difficult to see consistency from Trey Murphy III. Tyus can be ignored as he assumes a similar role to what he had in Memphis. Getting Pascal at 78 would be a great pickup, especially if you believe that he can improve on his measly 1.1 stocks per game last season. Going to round 7, we have Keegan Murray, Jalen Duren, Bradley Beal, Michael Porter Jr., Nick Claxton, Herb Jones, Walker Kessler, Alperen Sengun, Drew Holiday, and Cade Cunningham. Alperen Sengun will give me enough stats that I can make up for his deficiencies in his free throw percentage and rebounds. Nick Claxton is a great glue center in this format, as is Jalen Duren. Beal's excellent field goal percentage makes him a safer play in Roto. I have been hoping on big things from Cade, but he lacks a solid team to finish off his assists. Walker Kessler is still a couple of years away from making an impact. Round 6 looks like Nikola Vucevic, Jalen Johnson, Bam Adebayo, Mark Williams, Alex Caruso, Terry Rozier, Grayson Allen, Miles Bridges, Franz Wagner, and D'Angelo Russell. I like Caruso, but I don't think that I'm spending a 6th round pick on him, especially not when I can get a Jalen Johnson in the same round. Vucevic's free throw percentages make him dangerous in Roto, and he is markedly better than the average center at the line. I think Franz Wagner is too low in every format. I'd go for Bam here as well. I think that he'd be a great center 2 or a decent center 1, depending on how your drafts go. Here's round 5. We have Evan Mobley, DeAndre Ayton, Jalen Williams, Miles Turner, CJ McCollum, John Morant, Tobias Harris, DeJounte Murray, Rudy Gobert, and Jaren Jackson Jr. If you can build a team that can rebound, then I would get Triple J here for sure. Ja in round 5 is worth the risk if he can keep his free throw percentage above 80%. From what I saw from the French national team, I feel like there's something wrong with Gobert that might affect him in the regular season, just not sure if it's in an injury or if it's in his head. I'm also going to pass on Tobias. Moving on to round 4, we have Jamal Murray, Daniel Gafford, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Karl Anthony Towns, Desmond Bane, Trae Young, De'Aaron Fox, Jared Allen, Anthony Edwards, and Brook Lopez. Anthony Edwards in round 4 is a classic example of why you need efficient players to win a Roto League, but I'm still getting him in round 4, no question. Same with Giannis. I just need to hope that I have some elite marksmen who shoot a ton of free throws and never turn the ball over on my squad. Gafford won't do enough for me to move the needle. Trae Young hero, though, is a steal. To the third round we go. We have Tyrese Maxey, Scotty Barnes, Fred VanVleet, James Harden, Jalen Brunson, Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis, Derek White, and LaMelo Ball. Domantas pairs well with a Wemby or a Steph Curry, players who are elite at categories that Sabonis is not. I think Maxey's field goal percentage will improve with PG-13 in the fold and will make him a better Roto player for it. Harden will be asked to carry the load left by PG-13 and Kawhi when he doesn't play. I think Fred VanVleet logs less minutes at the end of the season with all the emerging talented guards on the roster. In the second round, we have Tyrese Halliburton, Kristaps Porzingis, Lauri Markkanen, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Paul George, LeBron James, Chet Holmgren, Damian Lillard, and Steph Curry. Kristaps Porzingis is this high because he gives you good scoring on elite percentages for a center while being amongst the top 10 shot blockers. Lauri, great percentages. Booker and George, same thing. Tyrese is a great bet here in round 2 as he's going to set the pace in assists. If it wasn't for Tatum's relatively pedestrian 47% field goal percentage, he'd be in the first round for sure. I might be less favorable to pick up LeBron and Roto as I would in head-to-head formats. Chet plays well here if you can find some more scoring elsewhere. Lillard is going to be better in year 2 alongside Giannis, and Steph is better suited for this format and might see a bump in points per game and threes with Klay out of town. And finally, in the first round, we have Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic, Victor Wembanyama, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Donovan Mitchell, and Kevin Durant. Wemby is flashy. He can do things that no one on earth can do, but he's going to turn the ball over a lot, and that really hurts his value in Roto. He's not an elite shooter either, so even if he blocks 4 shots a game while draining 3 threes, his percentages and turnovers will ultimately hold him back. Jokic is a shoe-in here for number 1 for obvious reasons. I like Shai over Doncic for the same reasons I like Jokic over Wemby. It's important to remember how good AD is in fantasy. He can do it all and do it well. Kawhi is a legend in this format for as many games as he can log. I don't see him going in round 1, but he could be quickly gone in round 2. Kyrie is the guard's version of AD. Donovan Mitchell's only downside is his field goal percentage. If he cleaned that up, he'd be a bona fide first rounder. I've got about the same amount of concern about KD's age as I do LeBron, just to say not very much. And that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Do you want to join the leagues that I'm in? I'll post all the links for the leagues in the description box below. Then be sure to join me on the live stream on Thursday, August 22nd. Now I'm going to sign off for now, but I'm going to catch you guys on the next episode.